Hi, welcome if this is your first time tuning in, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. You're watching Through Nicky's Lens, and I'm here with another video for you. It is a fact that if you are a danger to public health and safety in Canada, or if you will pose excessive demand on Canada's medical system, that you may have a rejected permanent residency application. I want to talk to you today about medical exams for permanent residency. So, it is mandatory for every applicant for permanent residency, including their dependents, whether or not that dependent will be coming to Canada as a permanent resident, they have to do medical exams. Why do you ask? Medical exams are mandatory for permanent residency and they must be done by designated panel physicians. You can find a list of designated panel physicians on IRCC's website. As of October 1, 2023, upfront medical exams are no longer mandatory. What applicants need to do in this case is to ensure that they upload a blank document in the space that you should provide your medical exam document. Since an upfront medical exam is no longer mandatory, once the IRCC officer begins to process your application, they will request a medical exam from you. They will send you an instruction document and you will take that document to the panel physician to have your medical exam done. You might be wondering, what does this medical exam entail? You have to do a physical examination. So the panel physician will do a physical exam with you. They will ask you medical history questions. So they will go through a questionnaire. And it may also include x-rays, blood work. And it depends. If you're an adult, you must do a chest x-ray, as well as you have to do blood work. And hear what? You need to bring your identification. For purposes of immigration, your passport is a mandatory document to take with you. If you have existing medical reports, it is recommended that you also take those with you. Take along with you as well any medications that you're currently taking. You can take a list of the medications and proof of any vaccinations that you have done. So, during the medical exam, the panel physician will make note of certain things. They will check your height, they will check your weight, your vision, your hearing, as well as your blood pressure, and other things based on your medical history. As I mentioned before, if you pose a public health risk to Canada, or if you have medical conditions that will pose any excess strain on the medical system or the health system in Canada, then your application may be rejected. This is why Canada ensures that every single applicant that applies for permanent residency, as well as for some temporary applications, depending on the country of your origin, you must do a medical exam. You might be also wondering, how will the results get to IRCC? So the simple answer to that is that they send it electronically. What they do is to provide you with a form, a document with a specific number unique to you that they give to you, and you would then upload that document to IRCC, and they, in a few days, however long it takes to get back the results from the x-ray, the chest x-ray that you did, as well as their blood work, they will send that report electronically to IRCC. The fees that are associated with the medical exam include the fee for the panel physician services. You will also need to pay fees for the chest x-ray as well as the blood work that you need to do. All these fees are unique or specific to the provider of the services. So what you can do is to check IRCC's website, as I mentioned, for the list of the panel physicians and locate the panel physician that is closest to you. Make contact with their office and find out the various costs. You may pay the panel physician for their service, and then whenever you go to the location to have the chest x-ray done, you'll pay that fee as well. And when you go to have your blood work done, you will pay that fee separately also. What was my experience? My experience in getting the medical exam done, we made contact, we did a Google search and found various panel physicians in Surrey, and made calls to find out which location would have had the closest date for us to get an appointment. It is important for you to call ahead of time and get an appointment set so that you don't go and you're told that they are unable to see you. What the personnel at that location did was that they made the appointment for us on our behalf for the blood work. They do business with the location for the chest x-ray as well as the blood work. So they called ahead and made the appointment for the blood work. And then it was just like across the street that we had to go to do a walk-in for the chest x-ray. In a nutshell, it was a seamless process because of that provider. They ensured that they had information in advance and provided that information to us. So we knew exactly where we had to go for the blood work, and we also knew where we had to go for the chest x-ray to be done. If memory serves correct, we spent in total like 300 and something plus per person. My son's cost was less because children don't have to do the chest x-rays. So we had a seamless process, and I would encourage you to check in advance as soon as you get that request from IRCC to do the medical exam, that you call ahead and see what's the closest date and the most convenient location that you need to go. In my time as well, we had to provide an upfront medical, but as of October 1, 2023, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you no longer have to do an upfront medical, but you do the medical once IRCC sends you a request in your portal to have the medical exam done. I want to thank you for sticking to the end of the video. I want to encourage you as well to subscribe if you have not already done so. And what is important is to turn on your post notification. Once I post a video, you will get a notification and you will be able to watch my video as soon as possible. Leave a comment or a question if you have a question. I am more than happy to answer you. Like the video, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much for making it through Nicky's Lens, and I'll see you in my next video.